Welcome back to N2 the Chatterverse, where two gents share their 2 cents on pop media. I am Victor Danders, the hardest working man in comics.
And I'm Bill, and there's good and okay and somewhat disturbing Superman news. Superman's about ready to hit 600 million.
Not bad. Not bad.
Box office.
That's pretty good.
It was released on VOD.
Do you feel like that's too soon?
Yeah, and apparently the reasoning for that was because they wanted it available at home just before Peacemaker, because it has a lot to do with Peacemaker. And originally Peacemaker was supposed to come out a month later,
right?
And
it got bumped up.
It got bumped up. So
okay, so while I can understand that, I feel like that's a dangerous rationale because as you have wonderfully pointed out on this show multiple times, when you have a show that is requiring a subscription for people to watch, it's dangerous to kind of put all your eggs leaning towards that,
right,
versus theatrical releases.
Well, and some people have pointed out that it's still out in the theater,
right,
and people are watching Peacemaker, and they're like, well, maybe not need to go to the theater to watch it, maybe. And it's still making a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's slowed down, but it was still number 6 at the box office.
That's not bad. Still in the top 10 a month in? Yeah, that's great. That's very good.
So, and then, of course, the bad being Terrence Stamp.
Yeah. That broke my heart a little bit. I'm not going to
lie. 2 times with Superman.
Are we qualifying the little almost cameo version of him in Superman the movie at the beginning?
No.
Oh,
still the same character. He's played 2 different characters in the Superman universe.
Okay, obviously Zod. Who am I missing?
Jor-El.
When did he play Jor-El?
He was the voice of Jor-El in Smallville.
Was he really?
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Okay. I did not know that. That's so cool.
Yeah, he was the voice.
Okay. But still, that's just awesome. All around, that's awesome. It was interesting, too, because I got to... I don't want to say get to, but I did announce his passing at the show this past weekend and was like, we got to put a finger up for, Terrence Stamp.
Yeah.
Depending on how you know him, I was like, he was in everything from, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert to, General Zod and Superman. Like, the dude had range. And everyone's like, oh my God, like, that was that guy? I'm like, yeah, that was him. Like, he was amazing.
And don't forget, he was in Star Wars.
He was in Star Wars. Yeah. Yes, he was.
Because I forgot that he was in Star Wars.
That got brought up.
Someone pointed it out to me. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. He was in Star Wars.
Yeah. That's literally why it got brought up, because it was right before the Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen panel that we had this conversation about it, and that's why he got brought up. And I was like, yeah, he's been in everything from this to this. So yeah, that was definitely sad. That guy. He has a legendary mark in movies and storytelling. So. Yeah. Rest well, sir. You have earned it. Everyone should kneel at his funeral. I think that's the most appropriate thing.
Sure.
Yep. I'm saying it.
And your heirs.
I'm saying it. It's fair. So I do have to say that too. Big shout out to everyone that I saw at Fan Expo Chicago this past weekend. Super fun. Super fun. I got to ask you, have you watched K-Pop Demon Hunter yet?
No, but strangely enough, we just got the content for it at the theater.
Yes, because there is about to be a sing-along version that is coming to theaters. And I wanted to talk to you about it because you've been saying for the longest time, if Netflix takes a movie that is good in the theaters and then brings it to streaming, that there's a huge amount of opportunity. Now, they've done it backwards with this one, but I'm very curious as to what it's going to do theatrically when it comes out. And I think it's only out for like 2 days, right?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I haven't seen the news on it. I just saw that we were getting the content.
Got you.
I did, however, see that Sony is taking shots on this one.
Really?
Because they sold it to Netflix instead of putting it out.
What?
Yeah.
God.
Especially when they needed a win and they didn't take it.
You know what? I will tell you this. I definitely feel Sony's signature in terms of the animation. There were aspects of it that I thought felt very Into the Spider-Verse, And now somebody's in trouble. Whoever is in charge of that move at Sony is in big trouble. This is one of the biggest productions. I want to say it's number one. It's the number one most viewed Netflix produced piece. Like, it's huge.
Yeah.
And the reason why I brought it up was this weekend I got to interview Mei Hong, who plays the character Mira. And she was lovely, by the way, like just absolutely amazing. But like the fandom behind this entire thing, both the movie and the music, is why I cannot believe Sony gave that up.
Well, and I think the thing that really bothers me about is I don't know anything about K-pop,
right?
But I've heard of K-pop.
Yes.
So why wouldn't you put it out? And
Same.
Why would and it looks like, you know, animation similar to Spider-Verse.
Yes.
So
like it
I
totally does.
don't get, like someone panicked.
In the worst, because I mean, also because it's K-pop, you're guaranteed an international market.
Yeah.
Like, we're not even necessarily the key market here.
Exactly.
So why wouldn't you put it out? And man, that is I feel bad for whoever did that. I don't feel bad, actually. You made a mistake and you deserve whatever punishment you get.
That's exactly how it goes.
Yeesh. Wow. Okay. So last week, 2 episodes of Alien Earth dropped, which I've kind of been in anticipation for as we watch the sign very slowly go up in San Diego. You watched the first one. I watched the first 2. But your initial take, I think, is very fair and telling. You sent a little snippet of a review that kind of was echoing it. What was your take on that one?
I was bored.
I get that. What is it that you think really kind of failed to click for you in this first one?
I just feel like we've been here before.
I can't even argue that.
I mean, you know, I say how, like, and it's the same way with Alien as it was with Predator.
Yeah.
Like, there's a roadmap that you take, and it just seems like we've you know, you knew that no one was going to survive on that ship.
Right.
I also didn't like the fact that the ship didn't really take anything out.
It didn't, did it? Like, I was like, oh, those are really well-built buildings right there.
Yeah.
There's a whole spaceship falling from space.
There was like no explosion or anything like that. And I think the biggest problem was that they had all these other specimens, and like, are we doing like this Prometheus stuff again? And and I didn't click with any of the characters.
I think that's very fair. And that was kind of like what we were talking about before we started recording, is in a weird sort of way that also is on par with the first Alien, but it's not necessarily the same ask when you're watching a show as watching a movie. Like, if I watch the first episode and I don't care, then I don't come back for episode 2.
Yeah.
I can do something else. But at least in a movie, if it takes a while for us to, you know, really kind of figure out, oh, you're the main character, that's not bad, because I'm really not supposed to go anywhere for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to sit here.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right. Like, despite the very cute Peter Pan, Wendy setup stuff, was there enough for me to care about that character? I would say no. And what I will say, though, as somewhat of a positive, is, to me, the idea of setting up the cyborg, synthetic, and then was it cyborg, synthetic, and then what are they calling the new ones?
It's would it be a hybrid?
Yeah, hybrid. That is what they use. That's right. To me, I got excited because I started like thinking ahead that this somehow leads into Blade Runner, and not that there's ever been any specific connection, but I was like, oh, that's cool if that's what this does.
Yeah.
But story-wise, no. And you know who I didn't love, and I'm really mad that I didn't love them, because I do love them? Timothy Olyphant.
Yeah.
How do you make him boring?
Yeah.
How?
So I always felt sorry for Timothy Olyphant, especially when he was in Justified and Deadwood, because he was the main character and he got overshown by the bad guy.
Walton Goggins is great, though. Like, it's not like, what do you do?
No, it's true though. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with his performance.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with the way his character's written. You gravitate towards it, but for whatever reason, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
the antagonist is just
that much
you're
more.
just like you gravitate more towards that, and you end up rooting for them.
The whole time. No, that's very fair. That's very fair. I did think that it was interesting. Some of the pseudo present day conversation that they're having about the effectiveness of trillionaires, the ethics of trillionaires, because obviously that's not something that we have yet, but pare it down, we have the same question about billionaires and what their responsibility is to people, and how the world is kind of carved up in ownership of corporations. And what does that look like? That's not a new facet to Aliens, but I think we have a new meaning for it now, which is
but how many times do I need to be hit over the head with that?
Oh, you got like 6 more times.
Yeah,
six more times.
That narrative at some point in time is just going to run dry,
right.
even for the people that it bothers.
Right.
So, I will say one thing is that the one girl that ends up being the host body.
Yeah.
Do you remember Green Lantern animated series?
Yeah.
So the face that she has reminded me of Aya
Interesting.
for some reason. I don't know why.
Now I gotta side by side those. Okay.
And then to find out that her dad is playing Hal Jordan.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What the connection? Oh my God. I didn't realize that's who that was.
Yeah, Kyle Chandler.
Yeah.
That's his daughter.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know why that came to mind. I was just like,
That's kind of brilliant though.
like it's just the face, because obviously she doesn't have hair
Right.
and animated, but I was just like, that's just weird to me.
That's a little apophenia. It just kind of brings it together, which is kind of cool. I don't want to spoil the second episode under any circumstance for you, but what I do want to say is that it gets overtly violent, and specifically from a Xenomorph standpoint. Like I am going to spoil that part.
Oh yeah, I mean that comes with the
It
territory.
does. But okay, so with you saying that, this sparked a whole conversation. Big shout out to Mike Watson. We were having this conversation over the weekend, and it was, when do Xenomorphs just decide to kill people, right? Like with their very animalistic sort of instinct setup, what is it that makes them just decide to kill? Because in the first Alien movie, once it's hatched, it just systematically starts murdering the crew. But we find out in Aliens, they're not necessarily murdering people. They're incapacitating them so they could take them to get incubated, by an egg with the queen. But if there's not a queen, do they just decide to kill everybody? Like, has there ever been something that kind of says, what is it that they're doing when there's a queen versus not a queen?
I'm sure there's something written somewhere about that.
Okay.
And I also, I would go back with the original Alien, probably not even thinking that there was a queen at any point in time.
Yeah, no, because I don't think that was ever a thing for them.
I did think there was a character that was killed in the first one that was a little more violent than, like, playing with your food violent.
Okay.
Which I thought that...
I didn't know who you're talking about.
Instead of just straight up killing them.
Right. They kind of, like, lingered on him, and took him apart slowly. And Yeah. This one does not do that. Like, when it kills and it's very messy.
Yeah.
And it's super fun. I'm definitely on board for the next episode or sods that are supposed to drop this week. It is weekly, yes?
That's my understanding.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
But also, this goes back to they dropped the first 2 episodes,
right?
Same way that WandaVision dropped the first 3 episodes. Right. Had you just watched the first episode of WandaVision,
would have tapped.
Yeah,
I mean, come back.
And I do know that there are people out there that really like the way this is written. But for me, I probably was. I'm still going to stick with it.
Sure.
And I probably would have stuck with it regardless because it's Alien.
Right. But now you're going to do it at your time versus
right.
trying to keep
I
up.
don't care week to week.
Right.
I kind of have a huge problem with Strange New Worlds.
Really?
Yeah. It's the story arcs are derivative of multiple series.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of tired of it. And I just like...
I can understand that.
Like, I could understand where people like Picard season 3
Right.
is greatest hits.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's one long movie.
Yes, but that's because it's the end.
Yes, yeah, and I get that.
Right.
And and for some, for some people it really worked well. For some people it didn't work.
Right.
But it still worked better than the first 2 seasons. I give the first season a pass.
Right.
And then the second season, I'm like, I have no idea what you're doing. And then the
Neither
third
did they.
season, you're going to do exactly what you said you weren't going to do. But the going back to the greatest hits kind of thing just kind of annoys me.
I get it.
And I've had conversations with people that, like, I know someone has never watched any of the original stuff, like not just the original series,
Right.
but Next Gen,
None of that.
DS9, none of it.
Okay.
And has loved this season so far. And I'm like, if you go back and you watch all these, you're gonna go, I
That's
see
where
your
that came
point.
from. That's where that came from. Yeah.
But I think if you do it in reverse, that it doesn't really bother you so much.
I can see that.
As much as it, and like this episode, I actually kind of liked.
Yeah.
But it was still derivative, and apparently the TARDIS is in it as well.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
Yeah, it's been this big blue blurry thing, and like right outside of the main shot.
That's
like,
hilarious.
there's the TARDIS, and like that very well could have been the TARDIS.
Got you. Okay, all right. That's a cute little ha ha ha. Did you catch it? I like it. That's not bad. A movie that I saw that I hope you see soon is Weapons. This one, what's weird about it is when we first saw any sort of content from it at CinemaCon, I was like, oh, it's kind of creepy, but I didn't know that I wanted to watch it, right? Because I really didn't understand what it was. It was just this whole idea of like, oh, all these kids disappeared at this time and it's based on a true story, and go. But last weekend while I was in Boston, didn't have anything to do. A couple of friends, we go to the movies and we're like, let's go see Weapons. And when I tell you, this was a surprising hit, like, it was great. The writing is really good. The structure is a little tricky. Like there's time bounces that you got to pay attention to. But this is going to be, I'm calling it now, in terms of cosplay characterizations, we're going to see characters, a specific character from this movie showing up throughout the fall. I'm calling it, like, just visually when they showed up, I was like, oh, we're going to see a ton of people cosplay this.
Is the cosplay a little boy?
No.
Okay. Because you know where I was going to go with that?
No, where were you going to go with that?
Apparently there's a boy that's in the movie that has been cast in Green Lantern.
Really?
Yeah. And Lanterns. Sorry.
Oh, now I'm curious as to which boy. Interesting. Okay. What I will say is that this was an unofficial comic book movie for sure.
Okay.
Right? So you've got Silver Surfer in it. You've got Thanos in it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You've got all these other like actors, and you're like, oh, I just saw you. Oh, you guys are taking a break from superhero movies to do this now. But when I tell you the ending, we laughed as a theater, and I'm sure, like, by design, I have to think like they knew that people were gonna laugh at it, even though it's not funny.
Yeah,
like it's not funny, but it is hilarious how this movie ends, and we were rolling at the end of that one. It was such a fun experience. I really enjoyed it. I did say, okay, so if you see the poster there and it's all these kids running with their arms out like this, I'm like, that is because someone went to a Comic-Con and saw all the kids running as the Naruto run, which is that ninja run where their arms are back. I'm like, that's what that is.
That's what I was thinking.
It's
like,
1,000,000%.
This is the thing I've seen in anime before.
Yes. I was like, that is the impetus for this whole thing, and it's absolutely nutty. But it was a fun movie. But I think that one of the things I definitely want us to showcase is, again, that value of a lower budget, high yield movie. That's really good. You looked it up. It was what, 38 million?
38 million, yeah.
That's not bad.
No, actually, that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can keep a movie under $50 million, or even at $50 million, you're doing really well.
Absolutely. And I think we saw that even domestically, it's doubled that, or close to doubling that, right?
Yeah, it's almost 90 million.
Yeah,
it's
that's
89 million.
that's a good move.
Yeah, 148
Worldwide,
Yeah, it's made its money.
Yeah. And I think that's, again, going back to it, like those are the things that we really kind of want to see as film goers. We want to be entertained. And this was a very entertaining movie. That 2-hour runtime, did not notice at all. And that's, again, what you want, right? Like, you don't want people like, and this is still going on. This was a fun movie. Oh, that was the other person that was in it. Wong is in it. From
You missed one, too.
Who else did I miss? I know it's Wong. Is that Han Solo?
He's not just Han Solo.
Who else is he?
He was in Ironheart as well.
Was he?
Yeah.
Wait, is he Obadiah's kid?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Wow, this is a huge MCU.
Yep.
And it's a Warner Brothers movie?
Yeah, it's a yeah,
wow.
Brothers, yeah.
They were like, "Hey guys, why don't you come over here? Come hang out with us for a little bit. We got crazy movies for you." Absolutely nutty. But yeah, it was definitely a good one. Highly recommend checking that one out. It was good. It was really, really good.
One movie that I don't understand why it got made. This one?
Whoa.
Nobody 2?
Whoa.
Okay. So it's at $14 million.
Okay. That's terrible.
Well, but the budget's only $25 million.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I expected more for a sequel.
Well, that's more than the original cost.
Oh, okay.
I think the original was under 10.
Okay. All right.
I'm really surprised that this got a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
All I've heard is it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
Like if you're looking for something that's going to make you think, you're going to the wrong movie.
Okay. Got you.
But I mean, an hour and 29 minutes.
That's a short little romp. That's a short romp. I'll give you that.
So it has a chance of. I think it'll make its money.
Okay.
I think if this movie makes $50 million, it'll have that X factor of streaming. Which whoever wants to tell you that Superman's going to lose money, which it's not, because it's going to make over $600 million.
Right.
On a 225, is that what we said?
Yep.
And Warner Brothers is going to love it because people are going to watch it on HBO Max.
Yes, they are.
It's being the number one VOD right now just proves that point.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. What was the top 10 for this weekend?
Well, number one was weapons.
Right? Excuse me. Freak Your Friday is number 2.
Yep.
Not bad.
Fantastic Four still 44% drop now.
Okay.
Isn't bad, but it was dropping more than that.
Gotcha.
And it's not going to catch Superman.
Okay.
And then Bad Guys 2, another movie that I don't understand why. It must have done really well.
It had to. The first movie is fun, is a lot of fun.
And Superman still made over $5 million.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Is there a movie in this top 10 list that surprises you?
No, not really.
Okay.
People will say, Jurassic, but it doesn't matter. They've proven it doesn't matter how bad Jurassic movies
They're
are.
dinosaurs. People are going.
Yeah, but though I've heard these are more monsters than they are actually dinosaurs.
I still haven't seen. Have you seen it?
No.
Okay. All right.
That's why I said I heard.
Yeah, I got you. I did go see Shin Godzilla though while I was out of town this weekend because it was there 4K in a theater. I didn't see it in the theater initially.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Was it released very long?
I think it was very short release. I never got around to seeing it.
Okay.
It may have been one of those Fathom event type things.
Got you. And I had seen it before, but getting to see it in the theater was great. And I have to wonder. I'm gonna go out and say it. With the pacing of this story, the way that it's so very rapid, I have to wonder if this had any sort of influence on Oppenheimer. I felt like Oppenheimer was like you weren't really allowed to live with any characters or moments. It just was so fast, like boom, 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 boom. And this movie kind of does the same thing. And I have to wonder, like, did Nolan watch this and go, I kind of want to do like a version of this where, if you dig deep, if you compare, it's the whole idea of examining the atomic age like that and what this means, and Oppenheimer being our Godzilla versus what Godzilla is for them. I'm very curious to watch them back to back now and do that comparative, because it just struck me as that watching it on the big screen. It's very interesting.
I doubt it, but I also wouldn't be surprised.
Right.
Just knowing that, he loves movies.
Yes. And especially if he's got like, he reads a book and he's like, oh, I can see this. And if there is any sort of like, here's my visual inspiration for how to tell this story, I could see him pulling that off and it being really well done. So I say that not as any sort of dismissal of Oppenheimer, but kind of a celebration of, if this was the inspiration, he nailed it, because seeing it, recently, I can see how that could kind of flow, like just that nature, very snappy action. This happens and this happens and this happens, and it just keeps moving. Where for 2 hours you're just like, there's more. Is really clever, really clever. So definitely dug it. Had a good time with that one. Yeah. I need to go because I got to go do some laundry. I've got Fan Expo Canada. Let me say it correctly. Fan Expo Canada this weekend. Literally just got back today, and I'm turning around flying first thing in the morning.
Well, I mean, I got to go pack anyway because I'm going back to the windy-ish city.
I love that. Like, you were in Chicago, you come back. I go to Chicago, I come back, and then you go back to Chicago.
Yep.
That's just the way it is.
Yep.
I get it.
How it works.
I love it. Guys, thank y'all for tuning in. If you have not subscribed yet, please do share this episode. We want to spread out the word. Our subscribers are growing, and we want you to be a part of it. Thank you guys for tuning into the Chatterverse. For once again, I'm Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics.
And I'm Bill, and I have nothing to say.